Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Apocablog. Day 1433 of thinking, well, we predicted it, and here it is. Ticketmaster may require people to verify their COVID vaccination status before they are allowed to purchase tickets to attend sporting events and concerts. According to the ticketing giant, they are working on a post-pandemic plan that could use fans' phones to verify their vaccination status. You know, your tracking device. The company's, oh, and by the way, there is an article that we will get to at some point about a study where they tracked how people are contracting COVID, and they used their phones to, track everywhere they went to figure out where you're most likely to get it, because that's not an on and off option for you. Everywhere your phone goes, you're tracked. Company says the plan would be based on their own ticket app, third-party health information firms, and vaccine distribution providers. Yeah, so, doctor-patient privilege, not a thing. Well, it's really not anymore anyway. Independent Co. UK reports after buying ticket, fans would need to prove they had been vaccinated or tested negative 24 to, well, at least you have that option of you just have to take their test, which God only knows what they're putting into you with that. Tested negative 24 to 72 hours prior to the event, according to Billboard.com. Length of time negative test could eventually be determined by local authorities. It's 4 days. With fans testing in the window before the event, test results could be delivered to a health pass company such as Clear or IBM. Thank God there are two of them already out there. And if they are negative or vaccinated, the fan would be verified to Ticketmaster and issued event credentials. If a fan tested positive or did not verify vaccination, they would not be allowed to access the event. Ticketmaster tickets a vast majority of sporting events in the U.S., in addition to concert venues and Live Nation-owned properties. Company says it will not store or have access to medical records and would only receive verification for attendance on a specific date. Yeah, right. The FDA has not yet approved third-party companies to deliver vaccination results. Well, that's coming. But Ticketmaster President Mark Jovic says he expects that to become a crucial component for employers, air travel, and the entertainment industry. We're already seeing many third-party healthcare providers prepare to handle vetting, whether this is getting a vaccine, taking a test, or other methods of review, blah, 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 blah. And lo and behold, Axios reports airlines are likely to require passengers to sign up for a health pass, which includes a digital certificate of vaccination against COVID-19 before allowing them to fly. System would be similar in nature to the one being considered by Ticketmaster. Wow, it's almost like, they're doing this in parallel. Because they are. Revealed earlier this week, customers proved they've had vaccine. It's okay, so all the same bullshit that we just fucking covered. 3 global alliances representing 58 airlines are pushing governments to allow widespread COVID-19 testing of passengers instead of existing quarantine restrictions that they argue are ineffective and have killed travel demand. Well, there's nowhere to go. Everything's shut down, dumbass. Bottom line is no health pass, no admittance, and perhaps no flying. So the system would likely be organized by the auspices of Common Pass, a program sponsored by the World Economic Forum, which is pushing for a post-COVID Great Reset. We've covered that one. That would transform the world, with Uber and other companies also beginning to refuse services to people who fail to comply with coronavirus restrictions. The new normal will likely create lower caste of refusenets who are barred from traveling, any form of social life, and future events and financial services. Right. Look, it's time to forget about the flat-faced, undercooked, bat soup-eating asshole fru going away anytime soon, if ever. Because it has not only become an economic industry, But it's also become the most dominant social control mechanism in human history. They've been able to lock down the entire fucking planet. And if you think that our politicians, or here in America or anywhere else in the world, are going to relinquish that power, you're out of your fucking mind. You're either sadly deluded or you're demented. Never gonna fucking happen. It's and because just like social media is teaching us how to think and speak, it has us self-censoring. The hospitality, service, and entertainment industry will teach us how to behave. And it actually is our government pulling this 1984 bullshit directly in front of us because they're putting the restrictions in place that are forcing all of our businesses and industries to make these restrictions on our lives. So this isn't going to stop. It's not going to change. They've got us by the fucking balls, and they're not going to let go, kids. It's not going to fucking happen. Now, there's one way that this does stop. There's one way, and that way is, like we covered the other day, that whole consent of the governed thing. As long as we consent to this, they will fucking do it. It's like you're bending over in a fucking prison shower. Well, guess who's coming to ride? And guess who is the ride? You. All of us. Me. We're the fucking ride, and they're the ones riding us. Just like a fucking bitch. So, it's up to us. And yes, it's way too early for whiskey.